2, 1.
In plotting any course of revenge, one must savor the anticipation phase in all its moments. For the actual execution often differs widely from the original plan. Count Hasimir Fenring dispatches from Arrakis. Welcome back to Dune Saga, everyone. This is season 5 of our Dune campaign here on the Stolen Fires channel. I'm Eric, the GM for this multi-arc adventure series, which continues tonight with the final storyline to our saga, Eye of the Storm. A warm welcome and salutation to old viewers and new viewers alike here to Stolen Fires on Twitch, where there's always an awesome TTRPG live play to look forward to. Just as a content warning, this program does feature adult situations and language and may not be suitable for all ages, so viewer discretion is advised. And as always, we want to remind everybody that we live in hell, and the people in Gaza and the West Bank are still subject to terrible violence. So we want to bring attention to that and to encourage people to head on over to uscpr.org or pcrf.net. That's the U.S. Campaign for Palestinian Rights and the Palestine Children Relief Fund. And just donate what you can to this network of activists and organizations who are committed to freedom, justice, and equality for the Palestinian people. Music attribution shoutouts go to Pixabay, Scott Buckley, Darren Curtis Music, White Bat Audio, Code.ag Music, Tabletop Audio, Repulsive Sound, and Blear Moon. You can find more awesome sounds and tunes over at secretpress.bandcamp.com, scottbuckley.com.au, darrencurtismusic.com, and pixabay.com/music. Thank you for our fans and viewers for tuning in. Our house entourage is here and ready to engage in the deadliest of intrigues. Agents of the Imperium, tell our audience who you are, where they can find you online, and who you will be playing this evening. Beginning with Leo.
My name is Jared. You can find, well, sorry. My name is Leo. You can find me here playing Dune every Thursday, and today I'll be playing Archibald.
All right, Ambrose.
Greetings all. I shall be playing Zoshir and or Lysander this evening for you. Both are he, him, I, myself, and they or he. And very excited. Been looking forward to this all day.
Aaron.
Hello, I am Arian, pronouns she, Faye. You can find me at Great Cthulhu pretty much everywhere. Tonight I will be playing Administrator Eloise, head of the Spacing Guild, pronouns she, they.
And last but not least, of course, Rachel.
Hello, I'm Rachel. I'm Stolen Fires. Welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy your time here. And tonight I will be playing the Sayadina Daphne.
Excellent. Now, just for a short recap of the previous session, you cool to read, Aaron?
I'm good, yeah. Thank you for asking. Kaitane, Guild Administrator Eloise is alone in a room with the Emperor and Helen Mohayam. Allfather speaks through both of them. He tries to taunt Eloise. She's not afraid of him. They negotiate, offering secrets in exchange for secrets. Allfather claims that Eloise's little revolt was over before it started, and it's seen something that not even prescience can uncover, not without the sacrifice of her whole family. They argue a bit, with Allfather insisting that with the future without integration is far, far worse. Eloise, thrown a little off balance, pulls up her memories of the worm with the human face. Allfather recognizes him as the tyrant, which throws Eloise off even more. Allfather explains how this creature would need truly massive amounts of melange to defeat. He doesn't believe Eloise is capable of defeating it. They discuss prescience, and if it is more of a curse or a blessing. And Allfather's fear of Eloise's family, including their active and latent abilities. Eloise is a little surprised that Allfather seems to be so invested in the preservation of humanity. Perhaps they could work together? Even though they are otherwise working at cross purposes. But Eloise has a proposal. Perhaps they could play a game. Eloise challenges him to a game of chops. If she wins, Allfather stops. But she'll allow herself to be colonized if she loses. And she has another card up her sleeve. A kill switch in her tank, which she threatens to use right now. Allfather doesn't seem concerned, and implies that he knows about a child of her and Amira. Wait, child? Allfather sees Eloise was not yet aware of this, and taunts her again by saying her child will make the Imperium demonstrably worse, just by existing. Allfather points out that this is the end he's still trying to avoid. A more different end, this one without the tyrant. Eloise asks for more details, and Allfather talks about things like the Great Atomics War, or the plague of hunter-seekers, or any number of other catastrophes. Yet somehow it's always face dancers. As he speaks, Eloise catches glimpses of the future he speaks of, and begins to understand why people would have given themselves up to integration. The logic is alluring, but Eloise manages to resist. She declares the conversation over. He responds with what sounds like nonsense until Eloise realizes they're moves in a chi-up scam that end in checkmate. Eloise leaves the room full of self-doubt. Back on Arrakis, Zoshir has had a council called by Merlot and Dr. Kynes. Sayadina Daphne is there as well. They discuss future plans. Ryza lingers, though Daphne dismisses her. It's time to address the struggle against the Harkonnen and now the Sardaukar. Thanks to Zoshir's mercy towards the Adwali, they now have a useful spy network. And of course, access to the Guild satellites, which allow them to spot ambushes ahead of time. The objective, Dr. Kynes suggests, would give the Fatican more control over the Imperial Basin. Merlot suggests removing Raban permanently. The man will be throwing himself a parade soon to unveil a statue in his own likeness. Daphne, of course, objects, fearing the Harkonnen retaliation and its cost. The Harkonnen can always get more violent after all. They discuss, including the Emperor's recent displeasure with the output on Arrakis. Well, he has more problems than that. At Daphne's invitation, Archibald reveals the thinking machines and Agamemnon. He will try and discover more when he returns to Jabberwock. Merlot warns him the Landsrat has taken control of the planet. Archibald will have to move incognito while on world. The conversation moves to a larger discussion of strategy. Daphne points out that this just means their overall dovetail. Both the liberation of Arrakis and the war against the thinking machines require the deposition. There we go. Got it. Deposition of the Emperor. Zoshir decides to liberate the center of the Imperial Basin and find a way to liberate that area. Dr. Kynes says what she knows of the Botanical Station, which is key. They seem to be inhabited by Fremen, bands of scavengers who have disavowed Zoshir as Mahdi. They are well armed with a strong knowledge of the local area, and they can move as other Fremen do through the desert. The Council prefers forming an alliance, though they would clearly reject Zoshir. He'd have to send someone on his own behalf. Perhaps Dr. Kynes would be best suited to make contact and begin talks. Daphne offers to go as Sayadina, but she is outright and clearly in Zoshir's faction. Daphne ponders what she knows of Fremen and the high esteem which Fremen hold Liet and her father Pardo, and their work towards the Green Dream. Perhaps they should send a Sayadina, but if Daphne wouldn't work, they must send someone else. Zoshir thinks Ryza would be a good candidate to send. Daphne asks the other Bene Gesserit what she thinks of the Green Dream and Kyra's plans. Scrutinizing her, Daphne realizes she's sincere in her support of Kyra's vision. Daphne trusts Zoshir's judgment. Ryza will go. She's thrilled at the chance. Before they all leave, Zoshir brings up the Green Dream and the Adwali. He wants there to be a place for them even after all this is over, but the coalition is fraying at the seams. Daphne calls the rest of Kyra's followers to her, realizing they've been without a leader for so long. While these plans are unfolding, Eloise arrives on Arrakis. Archibald is waiting to leave for Jabberwock for her arrival, needing to speak with her. Meanwhile, Dr. Kynes, Ryza, and a face dancer make their way to the biological station. They land carefully, not trying to provoke the scavengers. They notice Fremkits in use communicating with each other. Dr. Kynes lands openly, displaying the Ferengian guard as a warning, not a threat. She walks up to the door, making a formal gesture of greeting and spitting on the ground. The door is open and the entourage is waved in. Dr. Kynes is greeted, not warmly and with a little tension. Dr. Kynes reveals the impending thinking machine threat, supported by Ryza's confirmation. They react to this, though they still can't get away from Zoshir's Harkonnen ancestry. But then again, has he really behaved like a Harkonnen? That gives them pause. They ask if they're familiar with the sink to the east and the stories that come out of that place, that it's haunted by thinking machines. Dr. Kynes suggests an alliance to exterminate them, but the scavengers still seem reluctant. They truly wished an alliance, that Dr. Kynes' entourage will do it all themselves. Dr. Kynes manages to get them to agree to send 2 Fataken and a small arsenal of explosives. They leave at dusk. Ryza suggests a more cautious approach, using the Varangian outframe as pawns. Dr. Kynes said they'll do what has to be done. For now, they'll fly in for some recon and then land and go in on foot. The Ornithopter clears the area of sand, really revealing the entrance. 2 Varangian are left behind to keep the Ornithopters running. Ryza volunteers herself and the Face Dancer to go first. But the infrastructure here is decayed, creating a death trap. Well, at least the Varangian Guard have their own flight suits, and enough to share among the others. The team rappels down carefully a man-made shaft, reaching hollowing out of a large cavern, only some of which appears natural. The hull of the craft sticks out of the ground, and the ground strangely thrums. Dr. Kynes sees it's not worm sign and asks Ryza if she knows. Using her prana bindu, she realizes it's electricity. There's an active generator nearby, about 200 paces away. And are those whispers coming from above? Doing their best to ignore the whispers, they delve further into the ship. They find a strange object soldered into the side of the ship. Dr. Kynes has the explosives set up here, believing this is a thing which needs destroying. As they set up the explosives, a small thinking machine attempts to attack the Ferengian guard, but misses. Time for a fight! Ryza moves boldly to grab Dr. Kynes and move out of the combat zone. Another machine crawls halfway down the wall and cuts the air with a las beam. The beam cuts one of the Face Dancer's legs clean off, but fortunately he can stop himself from bleeding out. The Ferengian guard starts the retreat, grabbing the Face Dancer on their way out. As they move, the entourage notices more movements, bigger machines. Reaching the shaft, they use their Spencer suits to float up, but something steps in the way. Something large and mechanical, an elder-thinking machine. Working together, Ryza and Dr. Kynes duck the machine. Dr. Kynes immediately hits the detonator switch. The dirt and rock begins to cave in, while the thinking machine attacks. Ryza and Kynes just barely manage to escape thanks to the Ferengian guard, leaving the machine caught in the cave-in. They emerge in the night sky, assuring the Fataken that things have been destroyed. Everyone makes for the Ornithopters. Their mission completed.
Thank you for reading that, and thank you to Rachel, as always, for taking excellent notes. We
And
can pick
thank
up exactly
you
where we left
also
off.
to Mel for 4 benevolences.
Holy shit, Mel.
Wow, holy shit. So, hold on a minute. I think you were at 1 previously. That means that you're up to 5 now?
Yeah.
Wow. So, I only have 3 little benevolences to your 5. Or malevolences, I guess I should say. Okay.
We have more than you for once?
Right?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Okay, so you're prepared, I guess.
See,
for
now
what comes
Eric's
next.
gonna. The problem with this is Eric's gonna use the malevolences more freely and casually.
I mean, I've been due to use them anyway, so sure. Let's see. We can pick up where we left off previously, where you guys had finished this mission out in the desert as as the NPC counterparts to your main characters, and as you start to return back to where you came. Um, I'm guessing that you want to return immediately back to Sihaya Tabir, or not necessarily to the siege where you met with those Fremen, or did you want to do something differently?
Well, if I, I guess I'm still playing Ryza in this moment. Ryza will
Oh.
defer to Kynes, to whether she just wants to send the Fataken back with news like, "Hey, we fucking did it. You know where to find us." Or so, yeah. I'll defer to Rachel in this regard.
I was muted. What's the question?
So are we going back with the Fataken to the Imperial thing that the rogue Fremen are holding, or are we just sending the Fataken back with the news like, "Hey, we fucking did this shit. You know where to find us for the Alliance. We're not coming to you again."
No, I think we can deliver the news in person.
Fair enough.
All right. So you fly back to that siege. Get my notes here. Where are these guys? this is the name of the siege for future reference. The people of the holdout Fremen, we're gonna call them. Um, and the naib for said siege is this person, Raffi. So you return back to them, and they're like, they're kind of surprised when they see Kynes and the rest of your entourage arrive in the ornithopter. They honestly didn't think that you would survive whatever was down there. And they're like, they see that the Fedaykin are carrying the injured face dancer, who's still, because of their Prana Bindu conditioning, is still maintaining their form, as it were. And they rush them in, and you see the Fremen like look at each other, and they're like, "So this one we can take their water, yes?" Pointing to the face dancer, because to them, somebody who is, not able to keep pace with the rest of the tribe is a liability. Kynes understands this. The Fedaykin understand this. Everyone else does not. Ryza probably does, though. Ryza probably understands this, having spent sufficient time around the Fremen.
Um, I mean, how upset would Merlot be if we went back and was like, yeah, your guy died?
I mean, he uses them for important reasons, so they undertake their tasks knowing that they may not ever be able to come back. However, he will lament losing one of the few base dancers he has left. He has like maybe half a dozen left. The others all died in service to you, or rather to Daphne.
Riza will like lean in and whisper quietly to Kynes, like, with our new alliance with the guild, could we not perhaps lean on them for medical aid?
We could. Uh, and so Dr. Kynes will say, he is our responsibility. We'll see to him.
And the only reason they brought this up is because I'm assuming that the face dancer took the form of a Fremen, like a native, with like the typical accoutrements that come with being a Fremen.
If they really don't like Outfrain, then he would have looked like a Fremen.
Right. Okay. So you're just like, oh, maybe we can make use of the guild, and it's like, well, then you need to go to the guild because they we cannot have something like this here, this kind of weakness in our tribe, not with us being apart from the rest of the Mahdi's coalition.
Of course, as I said, he's our responsibility.
Also, was this mission we just accomplished not to secure an alliance between our two?
That still remains to be seen. It's like and you see the Fedaykin are like, there was something down there, like you said. It's like we didn't see it with our own eyes, but there were las beams down there, and there were not Harkonnens. And the
They were
Varangian
thinking
guard
machines.
thinking machines, and yeah, the Varangian guard can speak up and kind of vouch for what they saw, and like, yeah, we destroyed it, like we used the explosives that you gave us, and we destroyed whatever was down there. Is there anything else anybody wants to add before they get to sort of brass tacks and start working out some kind of an agreement? Nope.
Why don't you send someone with us since we're returning to the Mahdi as it is?
A representative?
Yes.
Raffi looks around at some of her people.
If any harm comes to them, I will offer my water to your people.
Very well. This one, she says, and she kind of motions, and somebody steps up, and this really tall Fremen, it's like, this is Chanab. He is chosen of Shai Hulud. As such, if he is as such, then he will return to us in one piece, and he will return with news from the Mahdi that this arrangement has been made. and she kind of takes him aside and tells him a few things. Like she's obviously preparing him to, uh, speak to the Mahdi and his entourage and ask for specifics for their tribe as part of this deal. Like obviously they want to get something out of it if they're going to pledge their lives to defend his name and so on and so forth. Uh, so yeah, with all the vouching going on with the Varangian guard, they're like, yeah, there were thinking machines down there, and we had to shoot them, and like we almost died. There was a huge cave in. They're like, all right. Well, they kind of confirm it on themselves, like with a flyover, and like, oh yeah, there's a smoking ruin now where the pit used to be. In the meantime, they kind of host you, and they bring you some spiced coffee and such. And they they kind of half expectantly go to the face dancer, um, expecting to like be able to absorb some of the moisture of their body, but when they're kind of shocked to see like the bleeding has stopped completely because they have prana bindu, so they were able to completely stop that from happening. And they're just kind of mystified, and they look to each other like, "The fuck is up with this guy?" Um, just kind of leave that one alone. Eventually, they refuel the ornithopters, and they tell you that you're free to go whenever you want to head back um, to the Mahdi and Merlat and the rest of his council.
Yeah, I don't think we have any reason to stay.
Nope.
Very well. The rest of you gather your things after you're done there. After the guild treats the face dancer's wounds. And you return back to the main siege where Zoshir and Merlat and the rest of the council is waiting to hear your report. They, of course, receive you in the typical manner. Archibald, Daphne, and the rest are there. I will say that Eloise has not yet arrived. So they have not showed up just yet. So it's just the scene with these characters and the majority of the other characters that were there previously, waiting for the architect NPCs to return from their mission. By this time, it's already like very late in the day, but they bring Zoshir out, and they bring you into a big meeting to kind of discuss and debrief after everything has been taken care of. So Merlat's face dancer gets brought to a specific part of the siege where they're going to receive like treatment for the loss of their leg. And yeah, there's the question of like, what do you do with this person? Do you bring them aboard the Ark to have like the UA or somebody like that to try to fit them with the artificial leg or not, or do you just kind of leave it to the Fremen to deal with?
To be honest with you, we could always use a face dancer.
Yeah, I mean, if we hand them over to Zoshir's Fremen, they're just gonna take his water anyway, so we're gonna send him to Dr. Yue, I think.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You get brought into this meeting, and you're free to play who you wish. If you wanted to stay on as the Kinds or what have you, or if you want to switch to Lady Daphne for this particular stratagem meeting.
Yeah, I think I'll switch to Daphne. Kynes is just gonna deliver the straight up report, like, hey, we showed up.
Yeah.
They were a little suspicious. We did a thing for them. There's toasted thinking machines in the middle of the desert now. Here are the coordinates.
All right. Yeah, you give them the breakdown, and they kind of absorb all that information and go, okay, so that's interesting to know that there were actual thinking machines on Arrakis, and this has been like a local legend for decades. But you actually found it, and you confirmed it, destroyed it. What does this mean, though? What were those things doing here? What were they doing out there in that pit?
Do you think Allfather can take control of any spice worms? They can do it to humans.
It's a good question, Merlat says. The face dancer spy master is like, that's an excellent question, and one that I don't know the answer to. As I would look to the Mahdi and the rest for their thoughts on the matter.
So,
I would
Uh,
assume anything of flesh.
what'd you say?
I would assume anything of flesh he could control.
Well, that's what my thinking was on it as well. If he can if he can manipulate humans, what makes you think he can't manipulate a sandworm?
Hmm.
And that poses a very dangerous threat.
well, on the other hand, what need does he have of spice?
I wouldn't say it's more of need of spice, but right now, I definitely think the Dune's people, sorry, Arrakis's people. To a certain extent, I think that this place is a little bit of a headquarters for us, and I'm sure he thinks that. So using the sandworms against us could 100% be a motive, a plan.
This is all speculation, see,
Oh,
Merlitz.
of course.
Were you able to find anything concrete while you were down there?
No, to be honest with you, the all we did was, to be honest with you, all we saw were one giant machine and then one little machine that scurried around and basically almost tried to kill us.
It sounds serious. I wouldn't put it past the
But I do know one
machine,
thing.
the thinking machines to put some sort of a forward operating theater somewhere in a place like Arrakis.
I do know one thing though. Um, whatever was down there was big. To be honest with you, I don't even think that we destroyed it all. I think we did destroy part of it. I think there's more to it underground.
The Fremen that accompanied you from the other siege now kind of narrows his eyes at that. It's like I was informed that the thinking machine threat was gone. It either is or it is not.
It's not.
So then you lied.
Well, uh, we don't know that for certain. It was. We exploded it. And it is now buried under several tons of desert sand.
So this creates a bit of a problem when it comes to the negotiation portion of the program, because they were under the assumption that whatever it was down there that you found was completely destroyed, and it's no longer going to be a problem for them or anybody else.
Yeah.
Now you're saying like, we blew the hell out of it, but we don't know for sure if they're still around or not.
I mean, Kynes is saying she's sure that, with the amount of explosive we used, and now it's buried under rubble, there's nothing there anymore.
You're introduced to this Fremen Zushir as Tranab, a representative of the Saimpo Timin siege, whose Naib Rafi was very famously not down with your whole Messiah uh, resurgence and announcement as a genetic Harkonnen. um, she was not a fan of that, and so she decided not to join your coalition. And this is like the last opportunity that you may have to bring them aboard. Of course, if you do that, it may mean that you have to endorse whatever half truths or whatever observations were fed to them initially about this mission, however successful it may or may not have been, in order to secure their fealty to you and to Kyra's vision. So it's up to you how you want to proceed.
You're gonna have to lie.
you want to try to manipulate things a little bit here to get them to join you and to stay on your side. Thankfully for you, you're in a room full of very good liars that can also assist you in this endeavor.
Yay.
Well, so Daphne is going to try and deflect and ask. I think first we need to ask ourselves. Oh no, we lost Erin. What?
Oh,
Oh, here she is.
Sorry, video broke.
no worries.
What's the strategic goal that Allfather is trying to achieve
I'll kind
on
of
Arrakis?
I'm talking as Archibald now.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't. I think the goal is right now recon. He wants to know everything that's going on.
Well, if that's the case, then it sounds like between the explosives and the desert sand, the recon objective has been thwarted.
Yeah, well, you know how resourceful he is.
Allfather's resourceful, but isn't godlike. Let's not ascribe to him powers he doesn't have. Even he has limitations.
Holy shit. Okay, so you see you can all see, you don't need hyper awareness or anything like that to see the
No, we lost Aaron
anticipation.
again.
Oh no, did we lose Aaron again? You could see the doubt on Chanab's face as you're kind of as you're discussing this amongst yourselves. However, there may be an opportunity to salvage this. Your difficulty is 4.
Ooh.
I don't know if you see
Me specifically?
and by the way, like, I rolled with the stats of a Fedaykin, who are not exactly known for their diplomacy.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I got 4
That is,
successes.
oh Jesus, that is
So
funny.
it's probably the best roll I'm ever gonna have for an NPC who has a skill level of 4 when it comes to communication. So, do your worst. I need to know who's going to be the lead here in terms of the diplomacy. It could be Daphne, seeing as she's doing the deflecting here.
Well, my
Or
communicate's
then
actually a
somebody.
6.
Yeah, not bad. Okay. So I need
Mine is
somebody else to be the assistant here.
actually. Oh no, my communicate's a 6. Never mind. But I do have the deceit focus, so
Oh.
I do not have any focuses for communicate.
Okay.
so.
So
But
maybe
that's up to
somebody
you guys.
who's if the idea is to deceive the siege into joining your coalition, then perhaps somebody with that kind of a focus should take the lead in terms of that. Oh, no, let's not also forget that Ryza is here.
Oh.
And yes. Uh-huh.
My battle is down to 4 from the last time Zoshir fought. Would that be back up to 6, or would that still be at 4?
Oh, yeah, no, there's no death spiral in this game,
Okay.
so yeah, if any damage you take to whatever skill when it comes to social or physical combat, that that doesn't affect your future rolls.
Okay.
And yeah, you have enough time to recuperate, I'm sure.
Huzzah.
Yeah. So let's see. I'm going to. Okay.
I want to entirely lie to this guy. I want to tell him some truths.
Okay, fair enough. So you want to do the talking here, and you want to be open and honest with him.
As much as possible.
Welcome back. I was just saying that there's a sort of scene taking place right now where the characters gathered in Zoshir's siege are having to make the decision of whether to manipulate this Fremen from the other siege into joining the coalition, because they essentially said, like, hey, we blew them up, we don't know if they're still alive or not, those thinking machines. And he's
Yeah,
like, well,
thanks, Archibald.
So Chanab's just kind of like, well, you said otherwise back at the siege, so why are you changing your story now? And Daphne took the opportunity to kind of deflect things a little bit, but we need to know who exactly is going to be doing the talking here, who's going to be the lead if we're using deception, and who's going to be the supporting character when it comes to communicating with this
Um,
representative.
I just posted in the Dune chat. The second Eloise gets to system, shuttle directly to Siege Tabir. Is that where they are? Eloise
Yes,
knows.
Sahaya.
Yeah. So yes. Yeah. So yeah. Sahaya Tabir. Yes. So yeah, there's a guild shuttle on the way. The second I hit system.
Daphne will be completely honest, where she's like, Kynes said they're destroyed. I believe Dr. Kynes. Uh, and if the strategic goal was surveillance, then that has also been destroyed.
Very good. Well, you have 1 point of momentum in your pool currently. If you want to, you can go ahead and make a communications roll to kind of like. Actually, that should have been a discipline roll for which the Fedaykin is actually much more suited for. But well, I'll just take the 4 successes and run with it. Just say, he got really low lucky rolls, and that's what you need to defeat in terms of this test in order to secure their commitment. You can say. So I need somebody to roll their standard 2 dice, and then whoever's assisting to back up these lies or these assertions to roll 1 die.
I'll roll. And I'll spend a
Okay.
momentum to get 3.
Very good. Okay. That's 3. You're more than
Very
halfway
nice.
there.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll communicate and truth.
Yep.
Yeah, 1 die. And you have 5 freaking benevolences you could use to reroll if you wish.
Well, we don't want to piss these guys off, so.
Oh,
There you go.
shit.
2.
5.
Well, look at that. You got 5 in total, so that means you get you get at least 1 back now from the 4 that you needed. So you get your momentum back, and you could use that momentum if you wish. If you want to spend it to ask a question or what have you, you could do so. Or if you want to spend 1 momentum and 1 threat to create a trait for this particular scene, like like there's an air of honesty or something like that.
I
If you
like
want to,
that idea.
okay. So I'll take a threat and let's see.
Does everyone else like that idea? Is that
I agree. Go ahead, do what you
okay?
gotta do.
Cool.
Here. So you secured that you're being honest about this latest mission, and you convinced the Fedaykin to bring those news back uh, to their Naib to try to uh, drum up support for this coalition of yours. You feel it, but even after it's all done and said, and after they cut their hand and leave a trail of blood on your table to sort of say like our water belongs to your water and so on and so forth, you still feel like somebody just poured a bucket of slime on you, Zoshir. And more than that, you not just feeling like slimy about it, like to try to like you know that each one of these people now kind of follow your banner and they have pledged their lives to you. But more than that, like you have more things are starting to like come to the forefront of your mind. In particular, the things that were discussed previously about when the subject of these botanical research stations came up initially, the greening of Dune, and your previous conversation with the Adwali and how they forced you to promise them that essentially that you would not try to force any kind of change into their culture. The the changing the face of Arrakis, would dramatically impact all Fremen, including the Adwali, and your culture ultimately. This is something that Dr. Kynes knows a tremendous amount about, but you've never actually discussed the subject. Did you want to try to broach that with them after the meeting?
Absolutely.
After the ceremony, as it were, is over, and the Fedaykin is dismissed, Merlat sends some of his people to fly them back to the siege, and he leaves you to go about their planning and to dealing with the injured face dancer. And so you have a moment to speak with Kynes. I see she's like, is there something on your mind, Muddy?
Yes, this cat.
Ha!
Apologies.
But we want to see the baby.
Oh, he's abandoned me. Well, I moved him and then he abandoned me.
I would say that's because you betrayed him.
I'm sorry.
Traitor!
August, I'm
When-
sorry.
What's betrayer? What's
Traitors.
betrayer in Fremen? That's what we're gonna call you from now on.
That's fair, that's fair. Zoshir will ask this green dream. What is it exactly?
The old dream. It's not just your dream, not just the Fremen's dream. It was my father's dream as well. It goes back generations. It is I suppose you could say it's a long shot. It'll take many generations still to facilitate something of this magnitude. But the idea is to change the face of Arrakis, to make it a paradise, to make it a place like it used to be, he says, which is kind of like striking to you, to say that it used to be something different.
Arrakis was once green? It was
It was
different
blue,
somehow?
she says. Arrakis was once a water world. My father knew this.
How do you know for sure?
Because there is a relationship between the worms and the spice, one that very few people know. The worms covet the water that was on Arrakis, and my father believed that Shai Hulud was not even native to this place.
That seems very hard to believe.
I know it does, which is why we never spoke of it. And like I said, very few people know or understand that this is this little truth. It's like my father said that Arrakis was once a garden until a serpent was introduced into it.
What would that mean for Shai Hulud?
Shai Hulud is both God and the devil. And so changing or she doesn't say devil, she says shaitan. It's like as such, changing the conditions on one doesn't necessarily mean doing so for the other, doing the bidding of the other. And it's like to be sure, my father's plans did not mean the complete and total conversion of Arrakis. We give unto Shai Hulud what belongs to Shai Hulud. The idea was to effectively terraform the northern and southern hemispheres of the planet, and to secure a equator for Shai Hulud and its desert. But it would fundamentally change the face of Arrakis forever.
How would this be accomplished?
Like I said, generations of seeding, planting, care.
The Adwali would be unhappy to know that this is the intention.
I suspect that they would. But the Dwali do not understand change. And how necessary it is.
Then, should they find out, it needs to be explained to them in a way that it is reinstating the original state of the planet.
Perhaps. I guess the better question is, who is going to explain it to them?
I guarantee that responsibility will fall on me.
Which is
Well.
why I'm telling you now.
That's why you have me.
You must be prepared for what comes next, Madi, and what comes next is not going to be easy, and is not going to come without cost. But I
Yes, it
believe in you,
seems.
as do many others here. Kyra believed in you.
It seems no matter what decision is made, a cost will be had.
It always is.
Hmm. What becomes of spice if there's no desert?
Well, it's like, well, the idea is to sustain part of the desert at least. But without the spice, freedom. The Fremen will be free of their oppression from the Outframe. They'll be free to determine their own course of history. Arrakis will no longer be the center of the universe.
If I may, I. With all due respect, Dr. Kynes, that's a little naive.
Is it?
The Imperium runs on spice.
Something.
And that is precisely the problem.
The way for the Fremen to be free is for them to control the production and export of spice. Not.
That would be the first step, not the last.
All right then.
Yeah, she agrees with you. The Fremen do need to control the flow of the spice, but ultimately, the long-term view is we need to get the Imperium off of Melange.
Okay. All right. Damn it. Okay. We agree on the first step. That's fine.
Yeah, she understands. She's like, now regarding your spy master's ideas or stratagems regarding the Harkonnens, how are we to proceed now that we've accomplished this for now and strengthen your coalition?
The biggest client for spice is the guild.
Indeed.
We're going to have to make an arrangement with the guild. Another customer of the spice or the Bene Gesserit. We need it for many of the things we can do. Both factions are going to say that their need for melange supersedes the others. The guild probably has the slightly better claim, but the Bene Gesserit are not to be discounted. And of
We
course,
have. Sorry, go ahead.
there is also the problem of the Emperor building a fleet of ships that don't need spice, but they don't need spice because they run on thinking machines.
This is a very real problem. One that I leave to the more martial of those among you. She gestures to Archibald and his freedom fighters. We could say around this time that the Ark makes its way into orbit and the shuttle prepares Eloise when she's ready to fly down to the siege.
Eloise is going solo, no entourage.
Interesting choice. What is her demeanor when she arrives at the siege and sees the current company?
I I presume she's probably stopped, but like the Fremen see a fucking shuttle from the guild rolling up
Yeah.
directly to the siege, and that's probably not going to go over great.
Well,
Eloise,
you did send the mirror beforehand, and she kind of
yes,
prepared. She laid the ground for your arrival, essentially.
yeah, fair enough. But when it's not her people,
Mm.
mask up, full, like composed. I'm the fucking head of the Spacing Guild.
Sure.
Um, she'll like if anyone tries to stop her, like identify herself. She's like, "I'm Administrator Eloise, and you're going to take me to see my niece, Sayadina Daphne, wife of the Mahdi Zoshir. Now,
Yeah, they
Dang.
don't even argue with you. They just bring you right in. No rules necessary.
excellent."
You all are present when they come and announce, like, hey, we have somebody coming in, and they, then they come back later and they say, we've identified who it is. It's the administrator to the guild. So we'll send her in as soon as she arrives. And they receive you warmly in this very large chamber where the Mahdi and his entourage hold council. And to give you their privacy, this young Sayadina in training says, "Oh, is there anything I can get you, Administrator?"
Uh, s- s- can't meta. Want to meta so bad. Want to.
The melange,
All right.
perhaps?
Oh, fuck. Of course, he's gonna try to offer me melange.
It's a little obvious that you're addicted,
Yeah.
so
Eloise will accept the melange.
of course.
But I'm going to ask for, in a non-meta sense, can I clock a Benny Gesserit trained person at this point? Considering
Ooh, good question.
I
Let's
mean,
find out.
that seems like a non-meta way to ask what I wanted to ask.
I guess
Sure,
like
sure.
do they wear uniforms like they do in Dune
She's
Prophecy?
dealt with Mohayim herself, so and you and Norma and she know and Lady Randall, like she you all carry yourself a certain way and talk a certain way.
Correct.
Wow. I sucked ass on that roll. So yeah, you only need like one or more successes to see that she moves like a
Is
Bene Gesserit.
is this understand or communicate or
Discipline.
discipline?
Yeah.
Gonna wager self-control probably doesn't apply here.
No.
All right, let's go. Focus
Oh, where
now.
I will
Oh,
okay.
sorry. You well,
No,
you're
you're good. You're good. Okay, so you matched her one success. Yeah, there's something very like she kind of almost like floats up to you and floats away, and like you kind of observe her for a moment, and you're like, yeah, that's gotta be a Bene Gesserit or something because like the way that they carry themselves and everything is, and the way that they maintain eye contact and such. Like, yeah, there's definitely an air about her.
Um, she'll accept the barrage from Riza, and then as she's walking away to Eloise to her back, will say, "That's the last time you get close to me."
He pretends to not hear it and keeps walking out of the room.
And then she'll turn to Zoshi. I assume Varys is here as well. Um,
Sure. Yeah, he'll
yeah,
attend the council.
she'll turn to Daphne, Archibald, Varys, and Zoshir and be like, "Family only, now."
Hmm.
Okay.
He leaves you to your devices. He'll step out and direct family only. Got it. Okay.
Well, that includes Zoshir and Archibald. Yeah, so it's Archibald, Varys, Zoshir, and Daphne is the only people she wants
Okay.
here at all. And the second it's clear, Exia and Daphne are up.
Okay. Does
And
your mask start to slip
yeah,
once they leave?
immediately, once that's up and she knows no one can hear, even if they can see her, Eloise looks haunted
This
and
must seem to be
defeated.
important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eloise looks haunted and defeated.
This
Please,
is not something that you normally see on play on her face. The very confident Eloise looks like she's gone through it.
before I say anything, I'm going to play you this. And then she's going to play the recording of the conversation between
Ah,
yes, her and the quote unquote Emperor in Mohio and then All Father.
I
And
need you
how
to make an
badly.
understand roll.
Oh no.
Hold on a
Well,
second.
does data analysis or prescience apply?
It does.
Excellent.
Let me roll for Allfather first.
Oh god damn. Oh,
Oh
he fucking
Jesus!
scrambled my shit. That motherfucker. I should have known. Okay, good news is my thing has a quality 3, so as
It
long
is.
as
That's very. Yeah, that's very good. Let's see. Two pile. There we go. Got Allfather's sheet.
I am very nervous about what all father stats are.
They're impressive.
It's gonna be like the Vampire the Masquerade sheet for Kane, which is just you fucking lose in the.
Listen, there is a universe where I didn't roll like dog shit last week. That universe does exist. It's not the
Yeah,
one we live in, sadly.
We do
Nope.
live in
true.
Hell World, so.
Oh, okay,
Oh!
should know.
Shit!
Well, I'm gonna spend two threat to get rid of that complication. Actually, hold on a second. I'll use a
Malevolence.
malevolence.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
I was wondering when he was gonna remember that.
Oh!
Oh shit!
Oh Jesus!
1, 2, 3, 4,
Really?
5.
All right.
Use whatever you need, Eloise. Use as many benevolences as you need.
So
Yeah.
here's what's going to
That'll
happen. Ryza just gave him melange. I'm going to use that as my fake determination point with my spice mutation to turn
played.
one of my dice into 2 already.
Awesome.
I'll
Okay.
pay you 3 threat to have 4 dice totals, and I'll just roll 3 with
Okay.
2 automatic successes.
That's pretty awesome. Okay, so yeah, you literally only need like 1 success to beat him.
But I really want this to sting. I want it to sting really bad for him.
Of course. Oh, and then you had 2.
So
Oh, there we
six.
go.
So no, I had 3. My quality's 3 on it,
Oh.
so that's 9 for me.
Oh! Wow.
Oh.
Okay. Shit. So you have 4 momentum here from that excellent roll, and yeah, you could tell like the edges of the audio like wave are like scratchy, and that was definitely done on purpose to try to fuck up your plan. So he did foresee some sort of machinations there, although he never knew that you were going to show up like he did. But yeah, go ahead. You play the whole thing back, and you all are now privy to this meeting that took place between Eloise and the Emperor, his soothsayer, and Allfather ultimately, and the things that he said and alluded to with with regards to all manner of things like Zoshir, you recognize the word that he used called Arafel. This is like a old biblical ancient like end of humanity kind of religious thing that happens at the end of humanity. Basically, it's the end of humanity. It is termed as the cloud darkness, the typhoon struggle. It's like the greatest challenge that humanity has. Allfather claims to have seen it and is attempting to try to guide humanity away from it. And this is everything that he's doing is in essence an attempt to do just that. Although how he's going about it obviously means robbing all of humanity of choice.
And you also see Eloise almost lose her will and join willingly. I think I'm included on the recording. Like I think this recording is equally damning to Eloise. So once it ends, she like turns off personally hearing pockets. It's like, so that's how that went. I'm going to speak for a while, and then I'm happy to listen to everyone's thoughts. First, Daphne, I'm responsible for Masum's death. I told.
Oh shit! I think we lost the audio.
Oh no, we lost your audio, Aaron.
Oh, damn the interwebs.
Oh no, the Aaron froze.
Oh,
Those
no.
darn gremlins.
the timing was.
Oh my god! All right. Where did I get cut off?
You were just starting to say that you had sent Amira to do.
Yes.
The...
So yes, I sent Amira to get my revenge, and she used the kill switch that every Cheshire knows about on our ornithopters to kill Lady Randall and Mossum. I don't think she knew Mossum was there, but that doesn't matter. He's still dead, and the Landsrad will investigate. I'm going to turn myself in as partly responsible, and I'm going to set the guild to hunt Amira down. Next.
You see, Varys like, wait, no, you can't do this.
Eloise just cuts just hand wave nope, not your turn.
No, you're not doing that. You're not doing that.
Yeah,
What did we just talk about? What did you just tell me? They're gonna kill you if you do that.
Daphne's gonna put a hand, on Varys's arm or leg or wherever she can to comfort him. And,
Yeah.
Masam's death was a result of many choices. I could be just as responsible. I didn't tell you what Lady Randall took from you and let you find out on your own. Maybe you would
I helped Amira escape.
Amira's the one who sent the signal. She has her own agency.
She did it because I told her who tortured me. We both know it.
Amira has her own agency. Everyone made choices that led to a terrible outcome. The person I hold most responsible is Lady Randall, who took him to use as a pawn.
And I convinced everyone that he would need to see this.
And
Listen.
I was trying to help him grow into an adult and gain a better... If I had left him on this ship, he'd still be alive. You don't think that guilt doesn't weigh on me every night?
I think Eloise is clenching her hands so bad you see blood start to run down her fingers. Please let me say my piece, and then we can argue as long as you want.
Okay.
I'm going to go confess to the Landsrad, so I can meet with them and show them what I've just shown you. We will have the evidence to get rid of the Emperor, the thing we need to do most of all in this. The thing I do before that, I'm going to Twilaxu and I'm getting my kid. And then I'm going to trust you and Varys to raise her.
Your child?
Amira went to the Twilaxu.
I certainly don't want her raising a baby, of course. We'd be happy to.
And I want to make sure, I want Dr. Yue to examine, once I get her, to make sure there's no... We've had one twisted ventat from them. We know what happens. They put shit in them. I don't want that to happen to my offspring. And Allfather is afraid of my offspring. That's a good thing.
Yeah, because he can't see you.
It's not... yes, that passed to her, and that's why I didn't see her either. But he's afraid of her. So that's a tool. Not that I want my child to be a tool, but we need everything we can to win against... You saw how easily he outplayed me and outthought me. I walked in confident I was going to embarrass and humiliate him and get the Emperor's death in that gambit, and I lost everything, and he already knew about my child before I did. So
there's one problem with that whole plan right now. We can't show everybody.
I'm not, Uncle, I'm not done. Forgive me. I need to ask you something now, too.
What is that?
I need you to go to Jabberwock and get our atomics.
Okay. Let's not go to extremes. We definitely need those.
Too late. Too late, Uncle. It's far too late for that.
Yeah, but if
what are you planning to do with the atomics?
I will be exiled to Two-Pile, of course, and I will make sure it's my personal hayliner, and I will have the atomics there. And on Two-Pile, we know that's where at least some big chunk of Allfather is there, correct, Uncle?
From what I know.
Yes, so I'm going to be exiled and out of play anyways, and he'll colonize me and use my powers against you, so the atomics come with me, we deal at least some sort of blow. We get rid of the Emperor, we put someone else on the throne. My child lives.
Okay.
We win.
How?
The floor's open.
So, all right.
Yeah,
so,
we need to...
So many things. So, you have a very elaborate method to commit suicide.
Very
in a way
elaborate.
that you think will be effective, but has quite a few failure points.
And second of all, too, I thought about the whole suicide thing. He has you believe that you are the only, that he's inside of you, and that if you die, you kill him. That's not true.
He wants us all dead anyway. He said so as much.
But that either way, if you kill yourself, even if he puts himself into you in some way, shape, or form, he's not gonna die. I know that for a fact.
Myself being atomized before he can take me is and dealing a blow to him is a win to me.
I mean,
And Eloise will turn to Varys and Daphne and be like, "You do know that he intends to kill your children too, right?"
well, he's not going to get that chance.
I'm
Not while
happy
we're
to
alive.
hear. I'm happy to hear what you think we can do against someone who's seen as far as me and has outthought me.
Far into the future, not far into the past.
Here's the thing, too.
I have memories of the Butlerian Jihad. I'll spend some time meditating on them. There might be something all of us
How?
have forgotten.
How do you have those memories?
Through Bene Gesserit discipline.
Can I bullshit detect that? Because that's not where they come from. It's so not. It's from the water of life.
That the
Oh,
Bene
that's
Gesserit have learned how to use, so Daphne thinks she's telling the truth.
Yeah, so you're not exactly being
Okay,
deceitful,
that's fine.
but
That's fair. Okay.
There's also another thing you also need to realize, too. Biggest reason why I'm going to Jabberwock is I need to figure out how to mess with Allfather just as much as he messes with me. There's one thing I know is that he has blocked off a part of my brain or a part of me behind something, and I need to figure out what it is. And on top
Uh,
of that,
I, I wouldn't subject you to the torture, Uncle, but I have a probe.
do you get the what she's alluding to there, Archibald? A way of extracting things from your mind, the same way that the memories of her were extracted from her mind and then subsequently destroyed.
I was planning to use it. She looks at her brother. Varys suggested I use it to recover my memories of Mira, but I think that's probably not the best course of action anymore. It'll make what I have to do easier. Because I've noticed no one has argued against me sending the guild to apprehend Amira.
She has many sins to answer for, and I think remembering her would only cause you pain.
wait, so here's a quick question for you, Eric.
Yeah.
Could I use the Exene dampener, the
The probe, you
brain
mean?
suction thingy? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
Probe. That's the probe,
Thank you,
yeah.
the probe. Could I use that to take Allfather out of my head?
That's a very big questionable action, especially considering that's like taking something like that out of your head could kill you.
Could. Okay.
You were subjected to the probe back when you were in prison, and it almost killed you then too. So you know what you're up against.
Does Archibald say anything about, or that was that just a DM question?
That was a GM question.
Okay,
100%.
just wanted to clarify before I said anything, because this was happening anyway. I also intend to stop at Ix. I have a backup plan for my eventual exile.
Exile. See, Varys is not pleased with that word. He's like, "What is your plan?"
If any place can invent a techno-organic virus and inject me with it, it's Ix.
I'm sorry, a what?
Techno-organic virus. So he colonizes me and catches something from me. As if I was some cheap hooker in the slums of Arrakis.
I like this plan less and less the more details you tell me.
I didn't expect any of you to like anything that you've learned in the past however many minutes. So
Dear,
sure, you've been awful quiet. You are the Mahdi, and you are the one who are going. You're supposed to lead the jihad against whatever awful thing awaits us in the future. Whether it's All Father, whether it's the tyrant, or apparently my child. Maybe I don't know if I believe him on that.
Well, I, admittedly, some of this is over my head. Techno things and
Oh, it's one thing that you're 100% gonna have to get a little comfortable with because they're gonna kill you too for if we don't stop them.
Oh, I think All Father would much prefer to colonize the Mahdi, don't you?
well, we're also not going to let that happen.
No.
I'm
need to find
aware
a
that
way.
none of us are going to volunteer to have nanomachines in our frontal lobes.
I need to find a
Up
way.
till now, I thought I was perhaps a little hubristic. I thought Pranabinda would protect me, but if Helen Mahayam herself is infected.
She's infected. Her voice was All Father's voice. You saw it yourself.
I did see it. This could tear apart, destroy, wound
Yes,
the Bene Gesserit as a whole, if they knew.
yes. I'm more than happy to do that. I'm sorry, niece, but I know you are, even if you're a rogue sister, you are still one, and you have some love, I imagine, for them. I would love nothing more than to see them obliterated personally.
Here's the thing though. We can't well in my what's gonna happen, let's say we do release all this information to the Lanzarod, you're gonna ensue a lot of panic and you're going to ensue a lot of death.
We're
I'll
already in a
ensue the
panic mode.
Emperor's. Yes,
Yeah,
and
Varys says.
yes, and I'll ensue the downfall of Shaddam, even though he's not Shaddam anymore. That's we have to start there.
To
I
your point,
should.
General, we're about to destroy. The Emperor's about to issue an order to annihilate an entire solar system.
The
Uh,
solar system you wanted to protect is that not true, Uncle?
That it is, but I would like to have an ally in the Lanzarod.
We'll have the entire Landsrat on our side in that moment.
Just saying, Daphne.
uh, I should also point out that my plan was to blame the Emperor for Masam's death for creating the entire twisted system which compelled Lady Randall to gain a political advantage by taking a hostage. The entire political system that compelled House Cheshire to install suicide switches on our ornithopters. The entire political system that has already led to so much death and suffering, and I don't think planning on creating more death and suffering is the way out. I agree, Shaddam has to be deposed.
Mohaim has to be killed.
I will accept these necessities with grief. But let's keep civilian casualties to the absolute minimum.
I intend to kill no civilians.
There are no civilians living on Tupile?
There are definitely people still living on Tupile.
Where I would be taken immediately is not a civilian place. I have a feeling you've spoken what happened to you, Uncle. I have a feeling that almost certainly I'd be taken there first.
Varys is like looking at you and says, "You intend then to use the family atomics against the Landsrad or any of the forces of the Emperor should they turn towards Tupile? Is that
Yes.
it?"
Here's the issue with that.
That's correct. That's correct, brother, yes.
Let's say All Father completely get basically let's say All Father completely controls you and you aren't able to actually kill yourself in time and he just takes control of your body. What's to stop him from just nuking the crap out of the Landsrod, just killing everyone?
He could have done that already.
He needs them to carry out his plan.
Yes. So if I can't win them over, they're better dead. It's better we destroy the Imperium and let him have it.
Can't I object?
So, what?
I guess it's my mixed blood, niece.
As
She looks
long-
at Varys.
As long as there is
Got it,
life,
got it.
there is hope.
I believe that. I believe that before I walked in and spoke with Allfather.
And then the reality hit you. What were you saying, Zoshir?
What can my people do in this jihad? What can we do? How can I convince them that we need to go after bigger than the Harkonnen?
You don't. Varys says. He's like, the Fremen understand Fremen problems, not Outframe problems. Focus on that. Because the control of Arrakis is, like Dr. Kyne says, the center of the universe, right? Everything
That's
hinges
true.
on Arrakis.
The spice must flow.
So our
It is,
contribution is here, but
It's
That's
a
why-
bloody
why
but
do you-
necessary victory. It needs to be won.
Madi, why do you think I gave you access to the guild satellites? It was not out of the kindness of my heart. It was because I knew once the Fremen controlled this planet, I would have an ally, and the spice flows where the Fremen and then the guild want it to, and they're alone.
You
It's
you
true.
hear this, Zoshir, and you realize that even your allies are playing a game with you.
Yay.
You are a moving piece of a larger machine that is supposed to be engineering the end, the downfall of this Imperium. Every one of you plays a role in that machinery.
Correct.
Sorry, I just read Rachel's message in chat. I was waiting for someone to comment on my background.
oh,
I noticed
Nice.
that too, to be honest with you. I did.
I just didn't want to interrupt to point it out.
Yeah, same here.
First is like, well then, I guess we're all agreed. The Archibald goes to Jabberwock, secures the atomics for your plan. The Mahdi continues the jihad here on Arrakis in an attempt to try to secure the spice from the Harkonnens and the Sardaukar that now guard it. And the rest of us help to facilitate what comes after. Did I leave anything out?
sounds clear to me.
Now that the
I
grim
will-
tasks have been laid out in front of you, go
I
ahead.
will ask Eloise. Let me go through my memories and see if there's something that both sides forgot about how we won the first Butlerian Jihad.
Another thing.
I will pause the parts of my plans you don't like. I will put on pause while you do that. I need to secure my child.
I understand
This was
that.
this visit was to enlighten you to the state of things.
I should have an answer by the time you return.
Lovely.
And on another point, Eloise, too, I have things that I'm also working on as well that could turn the tides.
We can speak on the arc then, Uncle.
Well, then I guess this meeting's adjourned, you see, Varys says.
Lovely. Give my niece and nephew my love.
They're here if you want to say goodbye yourself.
Oh, I don't think Eloise has ever met them, actually.
Always the first time
Oh,
for
shit.
everything, yeah.
Oh, yes. I think you see like the haunted look kind of fade. She's like, I actually would love that if that's okay before I go.
Yeah, Daphne will take you to the nursery and be like, here's Adelaide, here's Milos.
Eloise will
once.
go to pick them both up if
Yeah.
and She's curious what's going to happen.
I think Daphne will be like, and this is your Auntie Eloise. She's an administrator for the guild.
They
Say
squeal
hello
with
to
glee.
Auntie. Oh, okay. Hand the children over.
You see them and you take them in your arms, and for the first time, Eloise, you're not seeing a vision of the future, you're seeing it with your own eyes. I'll stop right there, and
Well,
we'll be back
so,
in 10 minutes.
very quickly,
Motherfucker.
can I very quickly say one thing?
Sure.
Um, Daphne will just say, I named them as meaningfully as I could. Is there a name you want us to give your child?
Mm, good question.
I mean, if you want to think about that over the break.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds like an over the break thing.
Oh, right.
Excellent. Well, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 10 minutes. and we've returned. Our party has made plans and have begun to execute them in their attempt to try to prevent the uh, systematic destruction of a solar system and the subjugation of all humanity. No big deal. Um,
We got this.
with unless
For
anybody
me,
else
for me,
has-
it was a Tuesday.
right?
It's Thursday,
Unless
though.
Can I just have the Raul Julia Street Fighter quote, please?
No, I just have to be pedantic.
Unless anybody had any last things that they wanted to cover.
Oh, I
during
do
the
have a
council.
question, Eric,
Yeah.
because before we went to break, Daphne asked Eloise what she would want her child named.
Mm.
Not Eloise's mom. Uh, her dad's wife, like the one that was, well, she's not related to at all. The Cheshire wife.
Oh, okay.
Because she doesn't want any
Heroine
ties to her.
Janice.
Janice, yes. So that's what she'll say then.
The question, I guess, is do you want it, do you want that name to be announced this way or this way?
Oh. Oh dear. Eric. Eric.
One face looks to the future and the other one looks to the past.
Oh my!
Let's do the Janice mask for the second.
Okay. Very good. Now we know.
That's funny.
Okay. So yeah, you meet your nephews and your nephew and your niece, and the council adjourns. Archibald, you gather your meringue yard, prepare to
while
go to
Eloise
chapel.
is sorry, one more thing.
Sure.
While Eloise is holding her nephew and niece, God, this family tree is fucked up.
Without a doubt.
Yeah,
I mean,
she'll like Daphne's gonna hear this and she knows this. She'll lean in and just like, please be better than the rest of our family has been. You're going to have two parents who love you, and please let this generation be better than the rest of us. And then she'll pass them back to Daphne and get ready to get fuck off.
Daffy said that. Why do you think I'm doing what I'm doing? It's for them. It's not for me, it's for them.
You're going into potential dangerous territory, Archibald. Is there anybody among the usual entourage that typically presides on the ark that you want to bring with you? Besides your Varangian guard, or anybody in particular, like a Lysander bot or what have you?
I thought before Archibald left, Archibald and Eloise were gonna have a conversation.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
please.
So you should take Lysander.
Yes.
He needs to go home.
Yes.
Pet a jungle cat.
Is this a private conversation between Eloise and Archibald?
I presume so. I'll leave that up to Archibald. Eloise will meet
Okay.
however Archibald wants to.
Sure, it doesn't really need to be, but it can be. Just you never be too safe.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Proceed.
private, I guess.
So, you don't need to tell me what your plans are on Jabberwock. I have some ideas of what they are. We both have the codes to the atomics, but I want them, and I don't think you need them with whatever you're planning.
Okay, what is it that I'm planning? If you've seen the future.
This is not my future sight talking. This is just me talking to my uncle.
Okay.
You have your own child, and I know how important family is to us, even if we have done some fucked up shit in the name of the House of Cheshire. It's always because my father asked you to kidnap me, or
I don't regret that, by the way.
I will always have mixed feelings about it because of the chain of events it caused. I would have loved to have known my half siblings and preferred to have both of them alive instead of just the one, but I do still have a brother. Um, and that's more than I have from the Cheshire side, considering Adelaide is dead.
Well, here's one thing that
You just cuddled her.
Your mom, Adelaide, not not Adelaide the first, not the second.
here's the thing. I do have a child. To be honest with you, Daphne is more than willing to take your child. But here's the thing. My only home right now is in being threatened to be destroyed right now. And I've been thinking about this a lot. My child is the safest right where right where he or she is. Believe it or not.
Eloise would like to slap the shit out of Archibald.
Daphne will happily save Archibald's child from being raised by Yeva.
Really? You will? Because I have tried to ask you about that and you were like, I don't know.
I
Yeah.
said don't abandon your baby.
Eloise will slap Archibald. If you want me to roll, I will. I'm not trying to do damage. This is just like a what the fuck are you talking about slap. No, what you should do is get your child from that monster Yeva and raise her with, oh god, Aaron forgot her name. The new jihad girl.
Oh yes,
Anessa?
yeah.
Yeah, you might be blind as shit to it, Uncle. No one else is. And I'm not even Bene Gesserit trained, and I know a match when I see one. You should get your child and raise your child with Anessa.
But what's gonna happen when freaking atomics destroy the solar system?
Nova Terra is not where I'll be destroying.
I know. That's not the point I'm trying to make. There's always plans go awry. You know this.
You weren't there when I met my niece. Well, I guess your niece and nephew as well. Daphne's children with my brother.
No.
The thing that's fucked our family over and over again is when we've lost one parental figure. It's sent us down dark paths, shitty paths.
All right.
So Yeva's a monster. We both know that. I don't think you're a monster, Uncle. I know Anessa isn't. Get your child. Get the atomics. Give the atomics to me, and then go with Anessa. Raise your child, even if it's in a war zone. At least you'll have each other and your kid. How can you be so foolish as to have been willing to kidnap me for my father, but not see how important fatherhood is yourself?
Because with my brother you had something, I guess, more. I don't think you understand how evil that woman was.
Yeva? Oh, I know.
No, your mother.
Oh, my mother. Yes, I've heard from my brother. My brother balked when I talked about reviving the family name. That's how I know how bad she was. And my brother was brainwashed by her to try to murder our family. And even he didn't want anything to do with that name. So I have an idea. You have a chance to make up for the sins of the past. Do it.
I plan to.
It sounded like you didn't until I just told you to.
No. I've always planned on bringing my child to where he needs to be, he or she. On another note, I need to ask you about your visions. Are there any... Sorry, go on.
No, go.
I want to know more. My plan that I have, I want to know if this is even something that's possible. I think it is.
Ask me what you want to ask me, Uncle.
I can control the machines.
I saw it from a distance when I was on Lady Randall's hellhole.
And that's why I'm going to Jabberwock, to go to the only mentat I kind of know that could help me, or at least give me a chance to help me.
You can trust Omelis.
Yeah, well, after the shit I've done, it's going to be a lot of sucking up. I'm just saying.
While she's talking to Archibald, Eloise is writing a missive to Omelis.
Mm.
So I'm going to ask her, in any of these visions, does this come out good?
There's always something terrible waiting for us in the future. The future where Allfather wins is the bleakest because it's not. There is no free will anymore. It's not free will if he decides when you have it or not. Yes, there's something worse. She'll pull up the vision of the worm with the face so that Archibald can see it. There's the tyrant, as Allfather called it. And Allfather claimed my own child would be even worse than that. But I think I can't believe that. I think he's afraid of my child, is what it is.
I also think he's not telling you about the other visions that he probably has about the future.
He told me several. You saw, I lost. I lost badly to Allfather.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, I haven't had a really good streak with him either. He's not exactly an easy person to work with, I know from experience.
No. He's kind of a dick.
Oh, 100%. Anyways, is there anything else that you want to talk to me about?
I will extract the same promise I extracted from my brother with his kids. You have to live and make sure the next generation doesn't have to live through the hell we've all lived through. Promise me that, and I will support you in any endeavor.
I promise you. On another note,
Can Eloise bullshit detect that right now, please?
I don't think he's lying, but you
No,
know.
Yes, I would like to still. Is Archibald lying out of game? I'll ask
No.
before I ask to roll. Okay, then I won't. I don't need to roll. Then I assume
you
the
don't.
bullshit. The bullshit detector does not go off. Great.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
also
in your
gonna-
eyes. Like, this is a different sounding Archibald, like in his demeanor.
Eloise would be like, "All right, you have my full support, then, Uncle. Good luck."
Then I am gonna follow it up. I'm gonna save you too. None of us are gonna die.
If anyone can do it, it's General Archibald, and she'll go to embrace her uncle.
Wow, the first time that's
Respect.
happened in a while.
And give a big old bear hug.
I think you feel a shudder, like of she almost loses it, but like the guild training and like years of trauma just she shuts it down. But you feel the real like, oh, she almost lost it. Like
Yeah.
family hits her where it hurts always. All right, I guess we'll see. I'll see you on the other side of this then.
Yep, you will. Thank you. And I leave. I'm off the Jabberwock.
I see. And who are you taking with you? If I may ask again.
Eloise does make good whatever Archibald requests of the guild. Eloise supplies because he's technically a representative of the administrator.
Which I'm going to be using a lot more because apparently I have a giant wiener and I can put it on things. Okay. Anyways.
Eloise retracts her statement because of what Jared how Jared just described it, Archibald.
Okay.
There's no more support, it's gone.
Anyways, fuck, I just lost my train of thought.
Well, I was asking who you want to bring with you.
Oh, okay, thank you. You guys said you wanted me to bring not Zoshir, but Lysander. Is Anessa back from Tupile, or is she still?
She didn't go to Tupile. She stayed on the Ark to develop ways to detect the nanoswarms on people. So she was working with the guild technicians to try to facilitate, and the doctor Yue, of course, to try to facilitate some kind of method of doing that.
Okay, I think she's more. She doesn't really know anything about Lanzra politics, so I'm pretty sure she's more needed here than anything else. I would say, yeah, just Lysander, I guess.
Okay. So as you got pulled off of bodyguard duty temporarily on the Ark Lysander, and the Varangian guard retrieve you, and it's like the general needs your assistance. He's currently making preparations to go back to Jabberwock.
Ambrose changes it to Lysander. I'll also add, and Eloise sends a missive to Archibald's data pad. It's a sign like from Guild Administrator Eloise to Omelis that like it's an apology for whatever trials and tribulations he's gone through since our house has been exiled, and that I've forgiven Archibald and he can be trusted, and offer him your full support in anything he does.
Okay. Excellent. Very well. So you all get brought together. Once they are you gonna take your Hayliner, Archibald, or are you gonna?
Well, that's a
Hitch a
question
ride?
for GM. Would that be suspicious?
I mean, it would be. I mean, the new Hayliner will draw attention because no one's seen the likes of it outside of Ix before. But
Well, that's what
beyond
I'm
that, not
saying.
really. As long as you carry yourself as a representative of the guild or whatever, like no one's gonna demand to inspect the ship or anything like that. It could literally just be you and Lysander on this shortened new Hayliner because you can ultimately control it.
And I'm kind of the only one that can currently.
It is 100% heretical because of the way it was built.
Yeah.
Is there any way I could like put like guild markings on it so it's like looks?
No. That for sure, it is a guild
Okay.
Hayliner
Cool.
in that respect. But yeah,
Alright.
you can't go picking up passengers or anything like that because I mean you could, but to keep up appearances if you wanted to, or you could just go on your own. It don't matter really.
I don't really want to lose it though. I could totally see something happening where like some asshole gets
That's fine.
ISO. No,
So you
I kind of
could leave it in orbit around Arrakis and have the Ark, or ask Eloise to basically jump from Arrakis to Jabberwock, and then you could take a guild shuttle down.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's because jumping's instantaneous. I can jump you there, shuttle, and then I leave your Hayliner. I would say does the smaller Hayliner dock with the Ark? I guess is the question.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
Ark is so enormous, like they can you can literally fit the smaller Highliner inside of
All
it.
of Jabberwock's gonna shit its pants when the Ark shows up, but that's actually probably good for Archibald. So yeah,
Right.
let's do that. Ark jump. Then we disengage the smaller Hayliner and you shuttle down.
Excellent.
And then Eloise is jumping into Twilaxu.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did Daphne also want to accompany Archibald and Lysander down to Jabberwock, or does she want to remain on Arrakis?
I think Daphne feels like, barring an emergent situation, like an actual emergency, she's best off on Arrakis with Varys and Zoshir, working on the goal to free Arrakis and deliver it to Fremen control.
Okay.
In that
Also-
case, can I? Oh, sorry, Rachel.
Yeah, just following up. Daphne will spend some time meditating on her memories, which she's got her ancestral memories from both Kyra and Adelaide. She has Ramala's memories, and she has Norma's memories, which include Mahaim's memories.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a whole Greek chorus up in here. So she's gonna take some melange and go into a trance and try and like reach as far back as she possibly can. Like how did we win the first Butlerian jihad?
The thing I was going to add is Eloise is going to slip Varys her emergency beacon so that if
Okay.
shit goes sideways, it'll look like she's on Arrakis and needs help, and like the guild will show up in force, even though she's not there.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Note of that. Okay, very good then. So it's just you two, and you're in the guild shuttle. Do you want to take your Varangian guard, or do you think that will draw additional attention to your presence here?
I wouldn't take all of them. But I do need some protection, so I'd take maybe
Sure.
like 2 to 3 men.
Got it. Okay.
Um, I'm also. How much momentum do we have?
I believe you have 3.
Okay. I would actually like to make an asset, and I want to say that Pardo's like fleeting gift to us was that there's still a healthy spy network that he kind of I wouldn't say controlled, but like they're loyal to the Cheshires still. You know what I mean?
Like a network of people that are still loyal to the family. I mean, that goes
Oh,
without saying.
like his spy network, the Tiberius's.
Mm.
Yeah, them.
I forgot the type.
Gotcha. Yeah, they're mostly on Arrakis,
I
but you
thought they
do
were on
have a
general.
support network here with the white. Oh shit. What were their names?
Yeah, no. So like, I was gonna say I want to spend some momentum to say that O'Malley has actually been kind of running that whole situation instead of Pardo. He's kind of been the new guy doing that. And that's if I can do that.
I do think that actually is the case in canon. I think when Eloise was running Jabberwock, she did pass it on to Amelis because Pardo died.
I'm blanking on the name of the faction that is
Pardo
on the
made.
moon.
Yeah.
They were like they were like fanatical to
White rabbits.
Archibald and the White Rabbits.
White Rabbits,
thank you.
yes.
Yes. Yeah, so you do have that already in place, just not as an actual asset that has mechanical benefits and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Wait, so they're still there?
As far as you know, yeah.
Really? That's
They helped you overtake one of Allfather's nodes out in space, or rather, it was like a pirate base. Remember, and that's where you got the cyborgs that you wanted to take back to the Landsrad to show that there was proof of thinking
Oh
machines.
yeah, you're right.
So they did help you win that battle. So yeah, some of them still remain here on Jabberwock. So it's up to you.
Okay.
If you want to utilize them.
Actually, if I could, is there a docking station at this moon?
Okay. 1 second. There's I believe there was 2 moons, but yeah, Snicker and Snack. Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, they still reside there. And yeah, if anybody knows where the atomics are, they would be the ones.
Yes, correct. Okay.
So
Well,
yeah, you can make contact with them once you get planet side.
I'll make contact with them as well. And then I'm also like my first priority currently though is to see O'Malley and get a conversation going with him first.
Sure.
Because that's what I came for.
The guild shuttle, gathers you all in, and it kind of flies down to the surface. When you arrive, when you're poised to arrive, it's like nighttime. The palace in Calais City is exactly as you remember it. As the guild frigate kind of throttles down towards the spaceport landing pad, you feel this knot taking hold in your stomach. This feeling that kind of takes you back to a time not long ago when you were flying missions in these very skies against relentless enemies seeking to destroy everything on this planet. You take a moment to just center yourself when the doors open and reveal a pair of uniformed Varangian guard who salute you on sight. The guild established.
Uniformed.
What's that?
Uniformed.
Yeah.
Oh, is this on the moon?
No. I'm gonna say that you took down a frigate and like they went ahead of you.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Before they received you. Yeah. This needs to be like very quiet and such. So they kind of salute you in in a subtle fashion, like using eye language or whatever, like general.
Well, another thing too, we're in guild
Yes,
garbs.
guild garb. Yeah, absolutely. Um, yeah, they're facilitating this clandestine movement here with you. Let's see, with Landsrad troops now sort of permanently stationed at the palace and the city garrisons. No one can know of your presence here. So with these silent operatives that you're with, and Lysander as a bodyguard, you're being encouraged to keep your visit as short as possible. um, you remember a lot of the little secret passages into and out of the palace, which your guard here can help to facilitate your use of them if you want to, or if you just want to, you could just walk through the front gates.
What'd you say? I'm
Depends
sorry.
on how you want to do it.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, you could utilize like secret passages in and out of the palace, or you could just walk through the front door as a guild envoy, however you wish.
So that's where Omelis is, correct? Is that the palace?
You assume so. Yeah, he was a steward for a long time until he was jailed, and then
Gotcha.
subsequently released.
So he was released? Do I have
To
that
your knowledge.
confirmation?
You do not.
Okay. No, I'm part of the guild. I'm gonna go straight in.
Okay. They ask you, "Oh, to what do we owe this honor? This visit from the guild?" You see the head guard meets you at the courtyard before
Who's
you
in
go
charge
inside.
here?
I'm the guard captain here.
Oh yeah, you're the
sir.
guard captain. Obviously, I need to know who's in charge of Jabberwock in general. There's got to be somebody.
I thought you would have known, being that you chose to come here. But very well. It's Chatelaine Schumann, who resides within. He says Chatelaine Schumann Librius is nursing in the Duchess's chambers inside the palace. If you can come with us, my lord, or sir, we'll show you the way.
Wait, out of character. Yeva's still in the palace?
Correct.
Oh. Now I know why the fuck you couldn't wait till I get the Jabberwock. Oh my lord. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I'll say. So how do you want to approach this?
It's an audit. Say it's an audit.
They're just gonna roll their eyes at that and go, another one? Jesus.
Oh my Jesus. All right. I'm gonna say first. You know what? You know what? It's an audit, sure. Let's fucking do this.
Let's fucking do this. Okay,
Yep.
sure.
This is gonna
So
be juicy.
they bring you in, and they bring you up to the quarters. You hear some ragged coughing behind the doors as they're bringing you up. Ma'am, the guild. There's a guild envoy here. Something about an audit. It's in. She's like it's like, you know. It's far past time for such things. Send them in. Open the doors and lets you inside. You hear the cries of a babe beyond the doors of the chambers. Her icy cold stare is predictable, but her tone is not. Childbirth has perhaps softened her edge a little bit. The infant is maybe a few months old at best. You see, as she picks it up, there are splotches of purple around the fingers and toes. You hear this cooing coming from the child as you enter the chamber.
I'm sorry, the purple is on whose toes? Yeva or the baby?
The babies.
We poisoned Yeva.
You sure did. When she sees your handlers, she understands what's happening, and with a resigned sigh, she kind of motions for you to take the child from her. Here, she says, recognizing you instantly. You can take her for a moment, let me breathe. This, she says, is Indigo. I named her that because she kind of stops and lets you look for yourself. She bruises easily, and it takes a week for minor things to heal. The house physician said that the deficiencies she has with blood clotting follow her to the grave. Without constant treatment, they will experience various physical troubles. You can blame your benevolent Duchess, her minions, for saddling me with this grief. They knowingly poisoned me while I was still in the first trimester. Now then, how soon should I expect you to depart here like a coward?
Wow, that was. He's talking. She's talking to Archibald, right?
Correct. Only you.
So she's basically just. She's basically just giving the baby up.
Well, clearly she doesn't know how to. Doesn't have the resources at hand to take care of such a child. She herself is like, in a very bad state herself physically. Did we lose Ambrose?
Yeah, Ambrose said he had to restart.
Oh shit. Okay.
Producer stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah, so you see, she's just like, I'm in no shape, as you can see, to take care of a child. But you've clearly moved up in the world, haven't you? Up and joined the guild?
Not a necessity. There's way bigger things than just the Lan's Rod and I guess the Emperorship in general. Yeva. And that's your issue. All you thought about was power.
Power? Does this look like power to you?
Exactly, and where did it get?
I'm a chatelaine. I'm nobody. I'm here on the mercy of the Landsrad. When that runs out, and it will, what's going to happen to me? And more importantly, what's going to happen to our daughter?
You know you had a chance to come with me, right? Oh,
I
yeah.
had a chance.
You did.
Well, I guess I blew it.
Yeah. I know. Now I completely agree with you on that one.
Yeah, you, of course, are completely absolved of any blame.
No.
Aren't you? Now that is a surprise to her to hear, for you to admit that you made a mistake. She's just like, she kind of like blinks for a second, like maybe she misheard you. It's like, I'm sorry, what did you say?
Another reason why I wanted to come to is I wanted to say I'm sorry.
Kind of narrows her eyes at you, like, am I talking to a face dancer right now? Like, what's happening? I can't believe this.
He chuckles and he says, no, you're not. But let's just say a lot of things have changed. And I don't want, even I think you still have something inside of you that, even though you are one of the cold-hearted people that I know there's still something good in there.
It just takes her aback a little bit. She honestly doesn't know how to respond to it, because she was kind of, you can tell by how she was speaking to you that she was expecting you to come back after a fashion, right? Like, she was expecting you to show up at some point, and she was gonna lay into you, right? And then you just completely flipped the script on what she was expecting, and now she doesn't know what to say.
And I'm gonna tell her, for my last parting gift, or you'll never see me again after this, which is a blessing for you. But I'm going to see if, actually, out of character,
Mhm.
how bad is her physical state currently?
Not great. She's like wheezing and coughing and stuff like that through. She's having trouble like moving about. She looks exhausted, and not just because this is happening at night when people are typically asleep. Uh, but just in general, like she looks haggard. You know.
Okay. Is it like due to just completely baby, or is this like,
Probably a combination of things. The baby obviously is taxing on her, even with handmaidens and what have you, but
has
also
she?
the
Okay.
having to fight off the poison and stuff like that.
So the poison is still going on, correct?
I believe that she was treated of it in a
We gave
previous
her,
game.
so from I remember, we gave her like enough vials to like through like her pregnancy, and then long enough to like wet nurse basically,
Mhm.
because it was Norma poison. So
Yeah,
Right. Well,
Okay.
I remember Daphne calling it off because she took the water of life and is now super pacifist.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
but
then you realize
Eloise
she was
didn't.
pregnant.
Eloise followed through at it though. Eloise and
Right.
Norma had their own separate conspiracy.
So here's the other question for you. Can I actually help her become better?
that's a really big question. Um, in terms of like
I
health
do have
wise, you mean?
resources, and
Yeah.
yes, Eloise will probably be pissed. Daphne will also be pissed. But
Eloise did say that all guild resources are at your disposal after our talk. So
Yeah, you can send her to Ikaz, and you could administer any one of the cures for those recurring poisons, ridding her of those particular maladies altogether.
okay. So I'm going to tell Yeva, you're never going to see me again.
You
And
let that hang in the air for a second, and she just kind of like blinks. She doesn't. For a moment, this whole thing is catching her off guard, and she didn't realize that she would get. But you can tell that she's trying to restrain herself emotionally, like you know, this is like a big moment. But yeah, go ahead, keep going.
I'm going to make up for all the heinous shit I did back when all this started. I'm going to send you to Ikaz, and I'm going to make sure that you live. You're strong again.
She vainly tries to throw it back in your face and say, "Oh, how chivalrous of you, how generous of you, General." And it's like, well, you'll forgive me if I have my doubts that you'll follow through on any of this. You seem different, not just in appearance, but in your words. So you'll still forgive me if I doubt you're saying to be true.
By all means, just one thing. I just hope this doesn't bite me in the ass.
Well, it's like perhaps this change in you will uh, not will avoid the previous missteps that you've taken in the past. Whereas selfishness and self-centeredness has gotten you to this point. Perhaps this new change in your bearing will meter out something different for you.
Agreed. I also hope that you find whatever's making you so unhappy with whatever you have going on, and you can make peace with it. Even before me, you were acting like this. Pretentious, selfish person. You were not the only. I was not the only one being selfish. You were too. You wanted to ally with the Harkonnens, the most selfish house in the Landsrod.
That's that's rich coming from you who literally met with the Baron once
Did.
upon a time.
It's true. But in reality, I never took anything from it.
You
And
know,
that's
what did he
why
take from you?
What'd you say?
She asked you, no, you didn't take anything away from him, but what did he take away from you?
Absolutely nothing. Like I said, there's bigger fish to fry than just the Emperor. And
Big
I hope,
fish.
whether you like to believe it or not, you'll be on my side when you start to realize that.
How confident? Still, says. It's like was our child the only main reason why you came back, Archibald? And she phrases this question not as like, "Are you coming here to take me with you?" And she doesn't really put it that way. She's just like, "Is this the only reason why you came back?" Like gesturing towards your child.
No. No, I'm going to be honest, the child was is 100% a big inspiration, I guess you could say, for this.
Now, what was the other?
Like I said, things are bigger. And whether you like to believe it or not, when you realize it, I really hope that you're on my side.
It might take some convincing on your part, but I will consider it. Ah,
So too.
you're remembering now that one of the other things that you wanted to achieve by coming here is finding a Melis and an
Oh, thank you, GM.
You're welcome.
No, there's also another thing.
Mm.
I'm trying to find O'Malice. I know you locked him up somewhere.
Oh
Release
yes,
him?
Mentat, she says. You'll be happy to know that he received a full pardon and was released from the garden several months ago. However, I would not tolerate his conspiratorial nonsense here any longer and evicted him from the palace. He's in some hovel where he is cared for by a woman. The guards will know where to take you if you ask.
Okay. And that is when, like, I'm going to, because I feel like I'd have some guild representatives with me, and I'm gonna say, take this woman to a cause. Make sure she gets the treatment she needs.
They nod and they gesture. They wait for
You're a kid
Yeva
too. You're a kid too.
Well,
gather her things
kid
and get
too,
ready.
obviously. I figured that
Wait,
was.
what? So, is Indigo going with Yeva, or is Archibald taking custody of her?
Oh no, I'm taking her.
Okay.
She's giving Indigo to me. She's like, yeah, no. I'm taking her, and honestly, I think I'm gonna take Indigo to the Ark where Yue is. And then
Which fun fact? I sent this in a secret message to Eric. The arcs in Jabberwock's system. I didn't take it.
yeah. So I would take Indigo to the Ark, and then I would have Shuttle go straight to Kaz for Yeva.
Okay.
So they do have the resources to treat Indigo there, right?
Not really. They have the resources on Ikaz to treat the residual poison that's still kind of coursing its way through Yeva's body, but the damage is done to Indigo, and that was the point that she was trying to make. Is that your family, your so-called benevolent family, did this to us and to our daughter, and here I don't want it. I don't want the responsibility for this anymore, and handed her off to you.
So does she have to be hooked up to a machine in order to live?
Not necessarily, no. But she is suffering from a condition that will be with her for the rest of her life.
Okay.
And will be a constant visual reminder to you as to what happened here, should you live that long.
And what exactly are the symptoms to this?
A lot of blood clotting, and stuff in her system.
Was it
Around
just like a
her,
really bad case of diabetes where like
kind of.
you gotta go to
Yeah,
the hospital because
she
you're gonna bleed out?
bruises super easy. She's
Yeah.
like glass.
It sounds
Okay.
like hemophilia to me.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that too. Yeah. Okay.
Hemophilia or just being on HRT.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, seriously, fucked up. Yeah, she's very fragile. And she's gonna have to be cared for. And watched very carefully for the rest of her life. So it's gonna be like walking on eggshells with everything when it comes to her huge responsibility, and one that obviously Jev is not prepared for. So yeah, she kind of packs her bags and stuff, and you hand Indigo off to be treated as best as possible and brought back to the Ark for Dr. Yue to look over. He's already steeped in all this stuff, and now here comes the baby. It's like, oh shit.
Oh,
So he's gonna need some additional hands to
so
deal with that. But
here's another question for you. Is it better to send Indigo to Ikaz, or is it more beneficial to send to the Ark?
oh, the Ark, definitely.
The Ark. Okay.
No one's going to take care of your stuff on Ikaz because the Archduke of that planet has his own house and his own concerns and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
You all just happen to have Daphne just happens to have like an ancestral like enclave there on Ikaz that has its own benefits, and he stays out of that. But yeah, you proceed then to track down Omelis wherever he may be. This is bringing you back, not just for you, but also to Lysander. Like, this is the place where you called home for so long. It's been changed forever since it was attacked. Something that you'll never forget. The skies are permanently different now. Like, there's like an orange tinge to everything, sort of. Entire areas have been cordoned off. There has to be cleaned out for decades before it can be free of the radiation from the resulting atomic attacks that took place. But there are still places within Calais that you can visit. Obviously, the bombs didn't reach this far. And when you make your way down to where the guards instructed you, where you can find the House Mentat, you see a statue that wasn't there before. It's of a woman with a guild garb, and there are these children at her feet, and they have their hands lifted up towards her. And you recognize it after a moment when you pass by this like circular street, this cul-de-sac, and right there in the middle, it's Eloise, and you see the placard that is there. Lists her as the mother of orphans.
God damn it, Eric! I so fucking forgot about this.
There is telltale signs of graffiti on the statue and the surrounding areas. That are like not so nice things that people have scribbled on there. And their pursuit of blaming the local royal family for their troubles and their continued issues. This particular area, though, is much better than most. And you see in one particular hovel, there's a the guards instruct you to go there, and when you approach, you see that through the window you can see a woman taking care of an elderly man who's laying in a bed, a dispenser bed of some kind. You go knocking on the door.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay. You come up and hold on a second. Okay. You come up and you knock on the door or whatever, and the house woman lady comes out and, oh, you have guests, Master Mentat, and like they allow you inside. This is the first time you or Lysander have eyes on the House Mentat in what feels like a small lifetime. It was something like 2 or 3 seasons ago.
Yeah.
your characters have seen this person, and he is not in a good state of health. Uh, if nothing else, oh, I think we lost Aaron again. Damn it.
Oh no.
I think if nothing else, this is you're seeing the mentat that you have all grown accustomed to in the last days of his life, of his very long-lived life. This is a man who has served generations of Cheshires and has dedicated his life in upholding and maintaining the power of that house. How do you want to proceed as you enter the confines?
So are his maids around us?
Yeah, there's like one or two, you know.
Well, I'm gonna ask the maids. I'm gonna ask him, what is he ailing from?
His memory is starting to slip. He's starting to forget.
Is it out of character? This is 100% old age, right?
Yeah, like he's hundreds of years old by now. So
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
you hear machines humming in the distance. Machines that are hooked up to him, keeping him alive.
I walk up to him. Wow.
He doesn't recognize you, not at first. And his eyes scan over you, these wizened old, like, you know, bad cataracts and everything, these wrinkled eyes, like, scan the room. And this guy used to be an advisor to the heads of the Cheshires and to your brother. When he sees you, he just kind of looks like he's just, you know, beholding a stranger in his home. The same goes for you, Lysander. You see the great Mentat Omelas of House Cheshire, and like his absolute worst, the last days of his life, perhaps, and he doesn't seem to recognize you, any of you.
Wow. It's been a long time. Omelas. Definitely seen better days.
To whom do I owe the pleasure?
My name's Archibald.
Archibald. I remember that name. Oh, Master Archibald. Kind of tries to sit up and he makes like a grunting sound, and the housekeeper's like, "Oh no, no, don't do that. You need to relax." And he kind of like stubbornly like gets on his elbows, tries to sit up to get a closer look. Come here, child. Come here, man. Let me look at you. I thought I had seen the last of you yet. Come, take a seat.
I wouldn't be
Tell me of
surprised.
your travels.
I wouldn't be surprised if you want to spit in my face right now.
Oh?
I'll sit down and I'll tell him there's I've been through a lot since everything went down. I wanted to apologize for what I did to you. I was hoping that you got you well enough to.
He looks
train me.
and sees, and he kind of like, oh, Lysander. I thought you were gone. I thought you were both gone. Gone for good. Vermilion hells. What brings you? What brings you to back to Jabberwock? Back to this place?
I need your help.
Speak.
I need to be taught. I need to be taught how to access my mind.
Access your mind.
I need to be taught how to control and how to strengthen my mind from another entity that resides in it.
Are you talking about madness?
GM, would I know that? What is that?
he's thinking that when you phrase it as such, like you want to defend your mind from other personalities, he's thinking like, are you suffering from
Oh, got you.
some sort of mental disorder of some kind? Like he's like, that's something like this. You would
No,
require
no,
the
no, no,
aid
no,
of a Suk doctor, I suspect.
no, no. Thing is things are going to get real fucking dicey in the coming future. And I'm going to tell you this with confidence. And I'm glad this is going to sound really bad, but I'm glad that you are on your undust door a little bit because the machines have came back.
Machines.
Yes,
Kul Wahad says,
they have. And their leader is ingrained into my mind. He's blocking things from me that I can't access. He's taking control of my body when he wants. I need help. And I need to figure out how I can one where I
guard your
can,
mind against the machine. Says,
yes,
this
defend
is
it
truly the
and
struggle.
attack. I need to
This is
see his visions too.
visions. You kind of break it down for him, like, yeah, I was cloned, and like this guy, this
correct.
thing, impressed its mind onto
Technically,
mine, and yeah.
you're not speaking to the true Ultra Bald.
What a struggle. He says, listen, my time is running out, but there is still time for you, my boy. And with his gnarled hand, he kind of shakes. He points to the far corners of the room. Inside there, you'll find what remains of Marshall Reed's notes and on the device. You know the one that brought us so much trouble, as you recall.
Yeah, I do.
I kept it and rebuilt it, although I don't know why. Perhaps it may be of some use to you still. Just be careful, however. If the guild catches you with this, they can bring you up on charges of heresy, he says, not realizing all the heresy you've personally witnessed.
I'll leave you with this note. Eloise is, I think I'll be okay. Family is the head of the guild now. The Cheshires are the head of the guild.
Ah, you see there a smile creeps into his wrinkled face. He's like, he kind of closes his eyes, like with this sense of relief that his efforts have yielded this kind of accomplishment. He's like, I served several generations of Cheshires. There has been so much pain and strife, but also beauty and grace.
So okay, so
He says,
out of character. I'm sorry. Is he willing? Is he fit for travel?
not at all.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Note taker has a question for clarity. He's handing over the Ixion probe. Is he
Yes,
saying?
but-
Is he saying take Pardo's memories or put my memories in this machine?
No. He's saying he has what remains of Pardo's device.
Uh-huh.
Remember that he was like, but he kind of retrofitted it. He changed it. So he kind of reverse engineered it, and he has it waiting there in this with his belongings. What remains of Pardo Reed's belongings.
Oh, well, I mean, is he inviting, say, hey, take what remains of Pardo Reed with you, or upload me to this machine?
Oh no, take what's left of Pardo Reed.
Okay, all right, thank
Okay,
you.
got it. That's. I was about to ask that too.
Okay, good. I'm glad we were.
Anyways, keep going. I was going to suggest that if he was able to travel, I was gonna be like, hey, let's go to Arrakis and go
I'm
see
afraid-
Daphne and the future Cheshires. But no, never mind.
I'm happy to hear that Daphne still lives, and that the future, the perpetuation of the Cheshire name still exists. He's like, unfortunately, this is the end of my line. This is the end of my story, but only the beginning of yours. I will caution you, however, General. Please, you both, don't let your enemies turn you into them. Do what you must to enact the most good. I have faith that you will still surprise us all before this current debacle is over. Good luck and good journey to you both.
Agreed. And I'll pick up the device, and I'll tell the guild, make sure he dies peacefully and not alone.
And they nod. Like, okay, you want us to put somebody here to administer painkillers or whatever? He's not in really any great pain. He's just kind of like ancient and
Well, that's what I'm
people
meaning,
in
like-
Dune, like he's really old.
I just want, like, granted, yeah, like the two nurses are there, but this is more for him to be like not alone. That basically the presence of the family. That's
Yeah.
what I meant by that. That's what the guild representative would kind of replicate, would be the presence of the Cheshires.
Along with the stuff that he gives you, which is essentially like a retrofitted Ixion probe, you can add this to your assets. It is an Ixion probe, but it's essentially been modified, and it is of quality 2.
Okay.
And you can add that for free to your
Okay.
sheet as you will.
So I will also do another thing. I'm actually going to take like a thing where, like, something of his, so that way I can take it to Daphne and be like, hey, this is what's left of Omelis, kind of thing.
It's also what's left of Pardo Reed's notes and stuff like that. So part of, like, a lot of the stuff that you see here that he's giving you are a lot of his like insights and his personal failings. Like with the like how things started with the enmity against House Carroll and so on. So yeah, there's a lot here that he's leaving you with. His legacy essentially is in your hands now. You can do
Gotcha.
what you wish.
Okay, out of character, how do I use this thing? Just out of curiosity.
I mean, you have a pretty high understand score. You could probably figure it out. Basically, it's he kind of reverse engineered it, but it still works the same way. You can put it on your head, but it can be altered. It's been modified in such a way that you can have it, appear differently. Like instead of like a weird bulky helmet thing, it could just be like a circlet or something like that you can wear around your neck or something like that. However you want to configure it, you could use that, and you can essentially have it work in one direction or the other. So it can work in reverse as opposed to how it normally works, which is where it extracts. It can also put back now. Yeah, it should be noted, however, that he never got to test this. So yeah, it is still very much a prototype in that respect.
That's kind of all I've been in this game, is a test dummy for something. So.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the welcome to the game. Yeah, everybody's
So I'm not gonna do it right now. I'd probably go back to my Hayliner.
Okay.
I would give Lysander the choice.
Well, as Aaron pointed out previously, the Ark is in orbit, so you can still go back. She has her own personal Hayliner that you can take to go elsewhere. So yeah, you can gather everybody here and take it back with you.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you want to do while you remain on Jabberwock? However, visit a grave, throw somebody out a window.
Actually, is the archives in Jabberwocky? Throw
White
somebody
Rabbits?
out. What?
Are you referring to the White Rabbit faction? Or
Yeah, correct.
what about them?
I'm
Eloise
probably
did
gonna-
send you here with the prospect of securing the family atomics on the moon.
Correct, yeah. So I probably gotta do that. I'll probably go and do that currently. But there is another question I have. The archives, the big old vault that only Cheshire blood could open, or Kyra's blood could open.
That's
Is that
Ika's.
open? Is that Ika? I thought there was one on
Mhm.
Jabberwock too.
No.
No? Okay. No.
The atomics require a code to be able to access. You
Okay.
know that code.
I do. Correct. I am going to give out orders, and I'm going to order the White Rabbits to start loading the
You
atomics.
can pick up the comm and you issue the orders. No one checks in.
Really? Interesting.
Really.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check that the fuck out. I'm going to go back to the Ark and get all of my Varangian Guard.
Okay. You're gonna bring Lysander with you, presumably.
Oh, 100%.
So without establishing contact with the White Rabbits on the moon, how do you want to approach this?
First, I'm going to establish contact with Eloise and say, hey, there's something going on right
She's
now.
not there. She's gone. When you ask around, where'd she go? Everybody just kind of shrugs, like, oh, she didn't tell anybody.
Okay, then who's running the Ark right now?
Patrick.
Yeah.
Fuck. God damn.
You want to go talk to the fish guy?
Okay, I am truly by myself. Gotcha. Okay, I look to Lysander and I'm like, well, it's just us. Yeah, no, I grab
Nod
all.
solemnly.
Yep. I grab all the rest of my Varangian garden. We go to the White Rabbits.
Okay. So you're just gonna fly in, or do you try to put out a broadcast like, "Hey, I'm coming in," you know, da da da.
No, I want to do
Announce
some
yourself?
recon. I want to do some recon first. Maybe some. I would like to do some recon first if I could.
Who's doing the recon? Your Varangian guard?
That'd be. What's the role for that?
Well, if you're doing recon, I would assume it'd be a move roll, to sort of, and with the stealth focus, if you have it, to kind of look around, see what's going on, and not be noticed. If that is the intent. If the intent is to, I don't care if you see me, I'm just looking ahead, then it's a discipline roll.
Okay. Could I
See
use
what details you can
Swift to
extract.
be a little stealthy?
Who?
Could I do Swift? Like one of my focuses is Swift. I'm very good.
No, that just means you're moving quickly, not
Gotcha, okay.
necessarily quietly.
I think Lysander has stealth.
Lysander has stealth. That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
So you could send Lysander ahead as a scout, in their own kind of ship.
Yeah, no, I 100%. I'll do that.
Okay. So Lysander, you strap up. This is the first time you've flown a Kinjal, we'll call it, named after the swords that are used in dueling. And it's basically like a one-person craft. Like you can kind of lay in or lean back, and it'll fly you in. You haven't had to fly one of these things in a very long time, but you're free to kind of go ahead and scout on behalf of the good general.
Yeah, let's.
Cool. I'm gonna roll something here, and that's the
God.
difficulty you're gonna need to not get caught. If the point is to not get caught. Let's
Please
see.
roll terribly.
I always do.
Watch the all
That's
because it was
Uh,
already green.
Let's see.
2.
I got 1, 2. Hold on. No, I got 2. I got 2 successes. I'll re-roll that. Oh, that 17. 1 second. So I'm down to 1 malevolence.
How dare you?
I rolled the exact same shit. Okay, as usual. As usual. You
Well,
need 2
it's meant to
successes or
be.
higher
Sorry.
to literally fly under the radar here, so that you're not detected.
Okay, so let's move. Duty. 2 dice. Focus, yes. Oh shit! Fuck! God damn
Oh,
We
it!
got
yeah,
bennies.
use
We
Benny.
got bennies.
Use
I'm
Benny.
gonna,
Use Benny?
I'm gonna Benny that. Oh yeah.
Okay, so you got 4 now to your previous 5.
Use
Go
a
ahead and roll.
determination point
roll
too. I would recommend that.
Yeah,
Might want to hold
yeah,
on to those determination points.
yeah. Gonna hold
I
on.
may not be so kind and have them restart at the beginning of the next session, considering how late in the session we are right now.
So
Ooh.
that's re-rolling both of those.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
there.
thank fuck.
3 successes. Okay, so you actually earn a point of momentum for that.
Hooray!
So you're up to 4. You fly in under the radar. You look around and you see. You don't see white rabbits on the platforms there. You see the like the silos where the atomics are held. You manage to ID that, but you don't recognize any of the vehicles that you see out here and the ships and stuff like that. Have they abandoned their post? Has
Ooh.
their obsession or their adulation for General Archibald Cheshire eclipsed?
Do I
What
see
do you do?
anything at all?
Oh, you do. There's definitely lights and there's activity going on there. Like, yeah, that their whole little city is active, but you don't see any telltale sign of the telltale white rabbit's full white outfit and arms and equipment and stuff like that. It doesn't look like it.
I would like to go inspect further, as much of a
Sure.
mistake as that might be.
You land. How close to within the city limits or the atomics themselves are you getting exactly?
Safest distance, I suppose.
Yeah, don't do anything foolish.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't feel like my brain melting. That doesn't sound
Sure, no
appealing
problem.
to me.
Spend a point here. Okay. Go ahead and roll me another stealth. You're gonna need 2 this time, same as before. And I just ate it with that nat 20. 2 it
Oh.
is. You managed to move. You land out, a good ways outside the city limits, so to speak, in some of the natural terrain on the moon, and you've got you can breathe the atmosphere here. So you don't need like a spacesuit or anything like that. But you get out and you kind of scout around, get your weapons close by, and you kind of like lean in and kind of get into this area where there's like a shield wall that kind of envelops portions of this base where the atomics are located at. And you see the people, some people emerge from some of the nearby buildings, like the communications array that's working there. You see some people come out, and you see they're not wearing the White Rabbit garb. They're wearing that of the Landsrad.
Oh
The
shit!
Landsrad has confiscated the atomics, the family atomics, for House Cheshire.
Oh shit!
Fuck.
Now we'll switch our scene here momentarily to the planet Bennett's Lilacs, where the Tleilaxu reside.
Thank you, Eric.
Oh, you're welcome. I've been waiting for somebody to make this move for a long time. Okay. So you arrive on your personal Hayliner,
Mhm.
and you can. How do you want to present yourself before the
I, I,
Tleilaxu here?
I almost said hail, stupid Star Trek brain. I'm going to
What?
open comms to the planet.
Okay. Yeah, it gets picked up. They recognize you're a guild ship in orbit, and they're like, "Yes, we welcome the guild as always."
I'm Administrator Eloise, formerly of House Cheshire, formerly of House Pacere. I have a feeling you have something that belongs to me. Eloise is going to, if I need to roll for this is fine. Eloise is going to do calculations for a jump to the core of this planet and
Oh,
sent those numbers. I have a proposition for you. Option 1, I'll pay you double whatever Amira paid you for our child. Option 2, I jump to the center of your planet and kill everyone. Oh, sorry, I forgot to add. For option 1, I also want 4 face dancers.
I just want 4 face dancers.
Oh,
Wow.
I have a
Okay.
grocery list, man.
Yeah, quite. Hmm.
That one, you want one that's tall, small, one with blonde hair?
They can look whatever they want. Like, who cares?
You see, the voice that greets you on the other side is like, they're like, oh, patching you through to the Alexu Master, they give you some name. And they're like, is this a serious threat? That you would threaten billions?
It's an
And for
offer
what?
and then a threat.
An offer. You'll forgive me if I don't take you seriously, whoever you are.
I'm Administrator Eloise, head of the Spacing Guild. She'll send her credentials now.
Mm-hmm. Like, you wanted to pay double with your beloved.
I want my
offered so
child
graciously.
unmodified by whatever you might have done. The face dancers, whatever. I'll take whatever face dancers you have available. But I do want 4.
I will afford you to have a gift on behalf of my people. 4 face dancers, as you wish it. They will accompany you wherever you may go, if you wish it. As a token of gesture, as a gesture of goodwill between us and the guild. But please know that we do not take idly to threats here. As to your
Forgive
request,
me, I've been having a bad few weeks.
oh, how unfortunate for you.
My
He's
patience
like,
is thin. I don't want to do the dance. So double for my child that you definitely have in a tank. I'm prescient, so don't bother trying to obscure anything from me.
I wouldn't presume to. Of course, we can give you your embryo. It's still in
And
development, of
everything
course.
to keep her alive. Yes?
Ooh, that'll be difficult.
If-
be difficult.
Now we can negotiate that you're willing to at least consider.
We've already made these concessions, however, to your beloved before. It's strange
She
that
did
you're
that-
making the same requests.
She was no longer a representative of the guild. Her ties were cut.
Oh, I see. Well, how
In
unfortunate
fact,
for her.
Eloise starts typing. She is now a wanted criminal for the death of the Emperor's son. Eloise sends out the, whatever the equivalent of the guild, capture
Bounty,
this.
yeah.
Capture alive. Capture Amira alive.
We will, of course, heed to these recommendations and obviously keep our eyes open for such a heinous crime.
I will give you access to my whatever intel you'd like for the deepest, darkest parts of the guild. If you bring my embryo here and the equipment to keep her alive till she's ready.
There's only one problem with your request, Administrator. The equipment, as you put it, to keep your child alive is not so much equipment as much as it is a person. And only we have the means of facilitating their continued existence here on Bennett's Lilacs. But I'm sure we can come to some sort of an arrangement. And that's where we'll stop. So, you're about to find out some deep, dark secrets potentially of the Tleilaxu coming next week.
I just want to say this again. The part of the reason I kept asking for bullshit detector rolls was to low key let everyone else know that maybe you should do that to Eloise.
But completely bullshit. Yeah, I get that totally.
Now I'm
Well.
I am very curious to see what the visions say about Indigo.
Nothing.
Mm,
Oh, Indigo. I don't think she's seen anything about Indigo.
I don't know.
She
yeah,
can't. She can't.
that might be a concerning in and of itself.
Oh, she
Okay.
can't see anything. Ooh,
Whew.
okay. Never mind.
That's all the time that we had for this week, but we'll continue our adventures into the Imperium next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's just go around the virtual tabletop one last time to reintroduce our wonderful cast, beginning with Leo.
Hello. My name is Jared. Wow, my name is Leo. You can find me here every Thursday playing Dune. And we had a lot of nostalgia. But we had a lot of sad moments this game. So yeah, can't wait till next Thursday.
Ambrose.
Oh my god! Ah! Okay. Oh, good. I've got it out of my system now. Okay. Okay. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I have been Zoshir and Lysander, bot, and Brain explode. Okay, thank you. Have a good night. Bye.
Aaron.
Hello, everyone. I'm Aaron. Pronouns she, Faye. I'm Big Cthulhu pretty much everywhere. This coming Wednesday, I will be recording me GMing another round of public access, given that Quinn's Quest just did a big review of it, and so I'm running it for my friends so people can see how the pros do it. She said, fully sarcastic. So yeah, that'll be uploaded to one of our YouTubes. Otherwise, you'll find me here on Thursday. I played Administrator Eloise, who has so many machinations. It's hard for me to keep track of them at this point. You literally watch me be like, "Oh fuck, I forgot I did this 2 seasons ago." Yeah, that's it for me.
Last but not least, of course, Rachel.
Hello, I am Rachel. I am Stolen Fires. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spending your points. Malevolence or benevolence. We always appreciate them. Yeah, this is a great channel with a lot of great stories being told. You can come back here on Saturday for Prowlers and Paragons. We've got some cool people there. And then we are in the in-game for Lost Mines of Phandelver on Mondays. And also reaching the end of the Heart game that runs on Tuesdays when we can run on Tuesdays.
Ooh, we get to see the big Zenith abilities then. Oh,
Yes.
definitely watch the end of Heart. That's the best part.
Yes, we've started talking about our Zenith arcs. I've got a couple other shows more or less in the works. Watch this space for more news on that. Thanks for watching. Oh, also, I'm going to post the links again to the charities that you should support.
Oh, yes. To
Because we
USPR
live
and
in hell.
PCRF. Yes. Again, it's the U.S. Campaign for Palestinian Rights and the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. Give generously when you can. I've been Eric, aka Recluse, online. You can find me lurking around the Stolen Fires Discord. But thank you all for playing, and a big thanks as always to our viewers and fans for tuning in. As always, bless the Maker and his water, bless the coming and going of him. May his passage cleanse the world, and may he keep the world for his people. Good night, everyone.